Screaming Geek Me here. I am Jay the Geek. Got a little video for you. We're going to talk about everything I've watched in the month of February. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, if you like home theater movies in general, please check out my other videos on my channel. Because I do these different discussions like this. I do top 10 lists. I do reviews. I do unboxings, collection updates. Check that stuff out. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. And always feel free to comment below. Let me know what you think of anything at any time, good or bad. So let's jump into what I watched in the month of February. Not as much as last couple, December and January, I watched a ton. But still, I got a decent amount in. Previous couple months, I know something that was my wife and I was doing. For some reason, we kind of got into doing franchises. So that actually continued into this month. We're still doing. And let's start off. We did Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys for Life, and Bad Boys Ride or Die. I love this entire franchise. And I know most recently, I remember seeing, not too long ago, there was quotes from both Martin Lawrence and Will Smith that they said they might have one more in them. So we'll have to see if they actually do another one. The popularity of the third and fourth ones was really good. So I wouldn't mind seeing it. Next up, I got Pacific Rim. Definitely, this is a great movie. I still love this. I even did a review of this a while back. It has a lot of CG, digital, but I just think it's one of those movies just top notch and great entertainment. I love this movie. And then we got this follow-up, Pacific Rim Uprising. I think I like this one just as good as the first one. It's very well done. Of course, we got Scott Eastwood in it, Clint's son. But I freaking love him. You see him, he's a spitting image of his dad. Next up, we've got Shazam. Another good movie. I really like this one. I think it's underrated. A lot of people don't like talking about this. Being DC and plus comic book characters, a lot of people go in with certain expectations. And when it comes to video game movies and comic book movies, I didn't get a lot into them. So I kind of unbiased when I go in. So I got an open mind. So I don't have a lot of expectations. So a lot of times I like these movies that everyone hates. So I really like this one. I got the second one. Haven't watched it yet. So I definitely have to check that out. Next up, we've got Sound of Freedom. This is from Angel Studios that I just picked up last month. They got their own channel app you can check out. And this is a true story movie. Very well done. My wife and I really like this one. If you have not seen it, I recommend checking this out. I did a review of that you can check out as well. Next up is another franchise we started. Indiana Jones. We got the Raiders of the Lost Ark here. This is the only one we got. We haven't started the next ones yet. Hopefully this next week we'll get into doing the rest of them. Got a lot of TV shows we're trying to catch up on. That our DVR is about half full, so we're trying to keep up with that. But I love Indiana Jones movies, so looking forward to watching the rest of them. Next up is one I just got the other day and watched, Signs. This was near the top of my 4K wish list for several years. Glad to finally get this. Next up is one, my wife and I watched this years ago, probably back when we lived in Ohio. And for some reason, I've never added this to the collection, so I finally got it. War Horse from Steven Spielberg. Freaking love this movie. I'm glad I finally added this to the collection. Next up is one I've watched a million times on DVD. I'm glad to finally get upgraded because our DVD was crap. Notting Hill. This is my favorite rom-com. I never get tired of this. This is so well done. And it's always one of those for me. I mean, the guys out there, you dream of what would it be like to fall in love with an actual celebrity. And, Hugh Grant's character is just a little bookshop owner, nothing. And so you got the whole thing with, celebrity falling in love with a little nobody. So who doesn't dream about that? So that's probably one of those I've always felt close to me. I've always liked. So yeah, Notting Hill, glad they finally upgraded to Blu-ray. Next up is another true story movie, Mark Wahlberg's Arthur the King. This did not get a 4K release, but it's one of those movies I don't think it really needs it. Blu-ray's fine. Of course, when it comes to true story movies, Mark Wahlberg, I think him and Tom Hanks has a little race going on who can do the most true story movies. I need to do a video just about that because they've done a ton of movies. But yeah, Arthur the King, phenomenal movie. If you've not seen this, check this out. Very well done. Now, next up, I didn't plan on watching it, but because I recently just, every once in a while, if I'm in the living room and I don't feel like getting up and changing a channel, I might just flip it over to the cables. Every day during the day, Comet runs these little marathons of Stargate SG-1 and Grimm. So I started seeing some of these Stargate episodes, and I started like, I know I need to get back into watching my Supernatural series, but all of a sudden I just got this bug. I needed to watch Stargate again. So I went ahead and said, hell with it. Popped the movie in, watched Stargate movie, and then went ahead and started SG-1. I got season 1 watched, and then finished up season 2 the other day. Definitely one of my favorite TV series. I freaking love this. Now that's it for the physical media. I do have some movies here that we watched on streaming. And the first one up is Unstoppable. Not the action movie with Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt. This is a true story movie about a wrestler. He was missing a leg, and he got into wrestling, and this follows him. This is a very well done movie, and this is on Amazon Prime. If you want to check this out, it is freaking phenomenal. As soon as this comes out on physical media, we will be buying this. I mean, this is a great movie. I want to own this. So next up is from a studio called Angel Studios. They've got an app you can subscribe to, and we've been seeing it advertised a lot in the last few months. And my wife and I, we've seen a lot of stuff we was kind of interested in, so we decided to give them a shot. You can sign up. They got 4 tiers. You can sign up monthly, either with ads or without, and you can do yearly with and without ads. And you save a little bit of money by going yearly, but I wanted to play it safe. I was like, well, if we pay for the year and after a few months we kind of get bored with it, and so I didn't want to go that route. I was like, let's just buy it monthly. We'll start there. And we signed up for the monthly without ads. I forget what it was. I want to say 21 something. And there's some other perks you get. You can they have special presentations where you can actually vote on stuff, and also some new releases at the theaters you can get comp tickets for, which we do. They've got a brand new movie coming out this next week called Rule Breakers, and it looks really good. And we actually got comp tickets for it. We signed up. You would click the link and sign in. You go to the theater page, and like you would on ordering regular tickets, you pick the time, the theater, the seats. So we picked our time and all that. Didn't have to pay a penny. So next Saturday we're going to go see this movie and see how it is. So I would recommend checking their service out and see if it's something that would be up your alley. But so the first one we watched on their service was called Hoovy. Very well done movie. It's about high school wrestling. My wife and I really enjoyed it. Definitely check that out if you can. Next up is another true story movie called Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot. Yeah, it's a stupid name. But again, it's based on a true story. It has to do with this little town. This family want to adopt a child, but they don't want to adopt any normal child. They decide they want to adopt a child that nobody else wants, the problematic child. So they pick that child out, and it goes through everything they dealt with, and their community going to this adoption service and all the different families to get going through these getting these problematic children. So it's one of those. I don't know if it's a good movie. I'm not sure if we would watch again, so I probably wouldn't buy it. But I would recommend checking out at least once, see if you like it or not. It is a really good story. So again, Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot, check it out. Next up is another true story movie. It's Faith of Angels. Very well done. It has to do with Goes back, I can't remember when this took place. I should have jotted down the year. But about this a guy and his son gets together, this other group that like a little camp out, and they go up into this mine, and the kid gets separated and ends up getting trapped in a mine. That gets lost, and when everyone else is abandoning hope, these groups come in, and it's just very well done. And the guy that played Bart, in the movie I Can Only Imagine, he played a main role in there. He also plays in this movie. Very well done. So another movie that's not available in physical media yet. When it does, we'll probably buy it because we would watch this again. Very well done movie. I highly recommend checking that out if you can. Again, Angel Studios, go ahead. I would recommend, sign up for a month, see if you like it, see if it's something you want to continue. They're always adding content. And plus they have, some of their stuff is on physical media, not a lot. Some of the prices are a little high, but all at the same time, they do have some sales, and they do some guild price. So if you're a member of the guild, subscription, you could save a few bucks that way. But again, it's just all independent filmmaking. It's good that they got someone that's just, supporting that. So yeah, check them out. See if it's something you would like. I highly recommend it. So that pretty much does it. Everything I watched in the month of February, whether I watched it alone or with the wife. Now, there's a few of those I watched on my own, but most of those we watched together. But in all, we watched a total of 14 movies and on physical media. And then we had another 4 movies we watched streaming. And then I watched a couple, I watched Stargate SG-1 Season 1 and 2. So the next month I'll be continuing that season. I will be continuing that series, even though I said I wanted to get back on Supernatural, so that put on the back burner again. I just getting hooked on the Stargate again. Now going forward, I will do another theme month in the month of March. It won't be a lot. I decided to do concerts. I've got a lot of concerts on a DVD. Well, not a lot, but for me, I like music, and I got a couple on Blu-ray and a couple 4Ks. So I do want to do that. So keep it, follow me on Instagram. I will be, whenever I watch anything, concerts there, I'll be updating my Instagram page of, what I'm watching. And then at the end of the month, we'll talk about all the concerts I watched, and then I'll do a separate top 10 list. Because I've talked about this before, when it comes to the home video and audio formats, something that gets overlooked is these concerts. So many concerts out there that are on DVD never got put out on Blu-ray, so let alone come out on 4K. Even a lot of times when it comes to concerts, we don't need the high definition per se. I could live with their standard definition. But I think as the audio, I want the best audio available. So I think that's where your Blu-ray with Dolby Digital, True HD comes into play. And with 4K, bumping it up to Dolby Atmos. So I think that's where you could really benefit from putting the concerts on 4K. So again, I will be talking that into more depth in the future, after do all these concerts. But yeah. There's a couple I might need to pick up. I remember there's one of them I had on DVD and I lost it. I need to buy again so I could watch it. It never got put on Blu-ray. But yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. Also, I got some other videos coming up. I got planned. I plan on doing a review of Signs. And also I want to do a video on recommendations for starting a home theater. If you're someone that's just getting into it, you're interested in getting into it, like say if you've got a TV and sound bar and you want to invest into a whole home theater setup, or if you've got something but you want to kind of upgrade, I want to put together my own video, make some recommendations for that, tell you some do's and don'ts about what you want to get. I got my first home theater set up back in 1994. And over the years, kept, slowly upgrading, little pieces here and there. So I honestly think I have a little bit to share there, some knowledge, and help steer you in the right direction. So hopefully in the next few days, I will have that up. If you're interested in, setting up a home theater, upgrading, definitely check that out. So comment below, let me know what you think of some of these things I watched in the month of February. What are some popular titles that you watch that you really like? Check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you soon. Geek out.